Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a look at first episode kind of a thing, like usually happens to all the look at. I only look at the things that look interesting and then I end up playing them. Game is called Othercide. It came out yesterday on... Yeah, it came out yesterday. Seems like... It's been described to me as a Darkest Dungeon XCOM Roguelite. That's really difficult. So... I don't see why not. I did go through the tutorial a bit earlier. But let's do it again. I'll just check that everything worked properly. From behind the veil they grow. Those you should always beware. In muttered darkness they flow. Those who feed on your light. The Book of Nos. For centuries the mother has protected the veil, preventing it from shattering. Her journey has led her to the deserted streets of the city by the plague, where a greater threat awaits.
He needs us. The other has come for the chosen one, and soon the veil will break. The suffering cannot continue.
It's a good laugh. Alright, do you remember, at last, who you really are? I don't think anyone does. The Age of Shattering. Year 1897.
Suffering festers within him. The edge of reality frays. Each battle takes more and more out of me. The other could shred the veil and devour our world. Will you stay with me until the end? I'll give what I can, what I have left. Let it go here and no further.
Alright, well that's the basis of our lore dump intro. There'll be a bit more of a lore dump as we continue through the tutorial here.
Once I move to strike, the first will fall.
HP, when you have no more HP you die. AP, action points, they cost AP to do. Move to the red square.
The other sends more against us.
Instant actions are instant, like so. Then you have delayed actions, which are generally more powerful but do not take place immediately and can be interrupted. The timeline orders all units by initiative and moves forward whenever a unit ends their turn. A unit can play when it reaches 0 at the left, bottom left of over here of the timeline. Then you'll see that it'll be that monster's turn. Boom. You were expecting a boom, weren't you? Timeline. Delayed skills immediately end the unit's turn and their most powerful effects are activated later in the turn. And they're powerful. I don't know where I shoved them most of them there. The cultist is preparing a delayed massive shot. We got that. Select shield charge. Select the enemy. Charge them to interrupt their attack. Bam. Then interrupt skills can stop a single enemy attack and immediately launch a counterattack. Warning, interrupt skills cost health points to use. So you pay attention here. Cultist was knocked all the way back to there. Right, then we go into Vengeful Stance. Vengeful Stances are essentially Overwatch from games like XCOM. First attack though. First attack that hits you, you'll counter. And you won't take damage in that state. Or from that attack. I was fooling around earlier when I was doing this. And just to get a bit more acquainted with the game. Oh man, this music is so good.
Fear not. I can stop the attack before it happens.
Spear Tornado, an AoE ability that uses all of the AP. So our AP was over here somewhere, now it's been knocked all the way back there on the timeline. So you're going to have to take a lot of things into consideration when you look at what's going to happen in the future. If you've seen me play Monster Train, you know this is going to be a rough ride. But I'm pretty adept at XCOM and have done decent hours in Darkest Dungeon. So the unit will go into a burst if they start using the last 50% of the AP or 50 AP. This pushes your unit back 100 on the timeline, so be careful. So essentially what this means is some skills can shield charge. Some skills like shield charge can delay the next time an enemy will attack. So giving you more control over the timeline. So essentially what this game is going to turn into is timeline management. How well can you manage your timeline whilst killing the enemies? So what it's going to turn into. So what that essentially meant is if you just use the 50 here and end your turn or under 50 or under, then you go here. If you use more than that, so you dip into that to try and get a last blow or finish off an enemy that's almost going to die, they'll push you back all the way over there. Dodge is the percentage chance a unit has to avoid an attack. Armor is the unit's protection. It represents the damage deducted from each attack received. Armor and dodge can be modified by an ally or enemy skills, so always pay attention to skill descriptions. It is just a summary of what we just learned.
It gives me such strength.
And doesn't really matter what you do here, the game will. So here's the example, right? If I use shield charge, it's only going to use 50. It's going to put us here in the middle of the timeline. If I use something that uses more than 50 AP, it's pushing me all the way back. Yeah, that's the right way, all the way back to the timeline, down the timeline. So we can use this instant action to take care of this guy. This thing, I don't know what the hell it is. And then we can go into a burst, right? So we can move all the way there and try and kill that enemy. Here it says, action over time. So now if you cast this, it deals 402 AoE damage each 50 initiative units up to 3 times. Imbued Blade is a delayed action as well. Deals 1,300 after 25 initiative, and then Spear Tornado is that AoE we used earlier. Pretty simple, but let's over-invest here. Because, why not? And then we will enter Vengeful Stance. Always enter Overwatch if you can. If you've already over-invested, why not, right? The reason I kind of went to the wall there is I know what's going to happen. It doesn't really matter what you do here. Yeah, what you do here actually makes no difference. I was fooling around earlier on, having a pretty good time, just getting used to the flow of the game and how each section actually works. And if we can get through this quickly enough, we can squeeze in a mission, which I'm quite excited to try out. So action over time. Delayed action. Spear Tornado. After a delay of 10 initiative. Cancel the first melee attack and deal 900 damage. Shield and then slash. So we will still have 65. So this shows you how the timeline is being manipulated. So if I use Hail of Shards, then over that side, you can see how all of these are manipulating it. There's the 15 indicator over here that shows you when the first attack will land. And these guys are 360 HP, so let's try it. Let's see what happens. It's an AE you can direct. So she fires the shots up, and then you just wait for them to come down, essentially. There's another delayed action that's put on the timeline here at 58. That is the first time it's going to come down. This music is so good. So you can see how you can put that in a choke point that enemies have to move through. Be a pretty nice way to use that specific attack. So seeing as the boss thingy is going to spawn now-ish, I'm going to... Oh no. How about if I move here? Will that work? Yeah. The boss thing is going to spawn now. So the spear is a delayed attack of 10 seconds, or 10 units, sorry. 10 chromial units. Let's call them chrono units? 10 chrono units. It's a fun name for them. And you know what, I'm just going to do it again, because the boss is going to show up. Oh, not the boss, the cutscene thing is going to happen any second now. Wait a minute. You survived? How did you survive? Yeah, there it is. And now we watch. Hello?
He is here, the chosen one. I don't want to harm you, little one.
But we want to harm you. Very much.
He's a bit screwed in the head.
I have failed. You most of all. I fought with every bone and sinew. All I am, I leave to you. Take it. My blood is my legacy. May it spill forth into an army to rend suffering from its host.
The city was destroyed, the veil fractured, thousands of souls perished, swallowed by the void.
My voice destroyed a city. It's not enough. How soon will you hatch? I want you in this world. I want to see what you can do. To those that hurt me. To those you will hurt. I can't wait.
Was that just done pretty well. That was good writing and good delivery. Time and space converge, reality and unreality were on the edge of destruction. For the first time, an other was close to breaking through. An other. Sounds like you're just supposed to say another.
Do not
An
despair.
other.
My life lights your path. Do you remember our journey together? This time, let me guide you. You will wield my memories like a sword, and with them, grow our army.
And thus were they trapped in an everlasting loop, from recollection to recollection. Daughters of the Red Mother die only to rise again. Age shattering. Somewhere in that vicinity of time, assuming.
This dark corner of existence is a harbinger. Soon all will follow. The very fabric of our reality is threatened. My last breath is near. My daughters, you are of me. Put an end to suffering.
Othercide is a game about sacrificing and tough choices. Progress is autosave, so there's no turning back. The enemies in Othercide are lethal, and every mistake will cost you dearly. Your daughters will die, and you will lose, only to rise stronger again. The game expects players to fail, but failure is not the end. After ending run, you will restart with additional bonuses, and even the ability to resurrect fallen daughters for a cost. The physical laws of reality have no bearing
From this
on the
side of
others.
the veil, I can give you my daughters, birthed from my soul. You will need them to fight.
This is the chrono map. From
What do
here,
you
you'll be
remember
able
now?
to manage your daughters in the inner void. Select your next mission from the attack menu and end the day. Let's enter the void to germinate a new daughter. Alright, let's germinate, boys. Can manage your daughters. Yep. Yeah, you can birth your daughters. It just sounds really weird and twisted. Germinate new daughter. Let us... Oh, no. Let us spam... No, don't... No, I don't want to give her a name. Random, her name shall be... Charity. Alright. Blade monsters succeed in melee. Soulbringer supports from afar. The shield bearer protects his sisters. Alright. Let's get a shield bearer because we don't have one. Confirm.
Others are converging,
Cannot be undone.
warping reality.
Let
Must
us
stop suffering
attack.
from feeding. Go.
Select the
Close the
synapse.
first synapse.
Here you can view mission details and choose the daughter you would like to send. That one. That one. That one. And that one. There's a Powerpuff Girls joke in here. Well, we'll figure it out as we play.
Take away his tools of torture.
When two chosen ones clash, space and time. Flanking behavior. While units engage melee combat, attack from the back will hurt more.
How many have died to appease suffering's ambition? How many more?
Alright, Charity. You're the tank of the operation. You need to... There's two there. There's supposed to be 4 enemies. 1. 2, okay. Seeing as there's 2 there, the tank needs to come this way. Alright. And that's your turn. First turn, we're just moving around. Temperance is our Blade Master. She will move up here to cut that guy off from bodying us. Alright. And then Felicity, our support lady, will come over here. Being protected from both sides. And able to support both sides quite easily. Alrighty, what's happening? You guys just slowly moving forward? Alright, Charity, I want you to move just to that area. And end your turn. I think they can move to it, but I doubt they'll be able to slash her. You, my dear Temperance, need to move here and slash this guy. They did not do nearly as much damage as I had hoped, so let's slash again. Reason being, then we don't have to worry about this at all. We can just focus on this side. And then Felicity, you need to move closer to here so you can support Charity more easily. Oh. Alright, Charity, what are you doing for us? You can move and hit someone. 21 AP, your lunge costs 30, your slam costs 25. Let's do this. And then slam. Slam is an instant action that deals 197 damage and delays the target by 25 inches to force the target to face the daughter. I kind of like that. Alrighty. She's like a support tank. I like it. I like it. Okay, then Felicity, I want you to move ever so slightly closer, I think. And then I want you to shoot. Your damage is 77 to 87 times 3. Just give me the total, guys. Come on. Don't make me do math. Wrecked him. Good job, Felicity. Alright, now this guy's gonna move as far as I know.
Or should I say acolytes?
Instant action. Snapshot. You're a little wimp. That's why Temperance is still where she is. Alright. That is not what I wanted to do, but okay, I did it. I will bear the consequences. You'll move over here. And you will. After 30 initiative. That's before it acts. And then it will be dead. Correct. Okay, imbued blade this guy. And it's going to be Felicity's turn. Felicity will move ever slightly closer and shoot. And shoot. Very, very nice. And you will then end your turn. Then Temperance is gonna slice the living child out of that. Child is in their deity, okay? Not child as in visitor unlocked. The primordial others from the dark pantheon of unreality. Alright, enemies killed 4. Gathered
My brave daughter
Vitae,
is spent.
150.
She
Memories
must
gathered,
rest till a
2.
new day.
My brave daughter is spent, she must rest until a new day. Who's spent? Y'all seem fine.
Come what may, we will
150.
slow suffering's progress.
136, 104, and 140. And then they level up and they unlock skills. Alright. I'm following. Recollection. A recollection ends if you have no way to continue, if you get beaten by a boss, or if you choose to end it yourself. This will let you start a new try on the first day. And this gives you access to more shards, resources that you can gain from missions and can use to buy remembrances, aka power-ups. You can only move to the next day after closing at least one synapse. Daughters need to rest, they cannot fight more per day. You can only move to the next day after closing at least one synapse.
Behold,
I've heard.
an offering from the child. Embrace it with caution.
That face is so unsettling. Look at that. Oh my lord. All units' abilities to dodge is reduced by 100%. After an attempted escape, the child is brought before his caretaker for punishment. For 3 days. What does that mean? One of our daughters can learn a new skill in the end void. Take me there. Enter the void. Observe her in more detail to learn about her. Okay. Here you can see your daughter's stats and traits. Skills will be unlocked by reaching new levels of mastery and upgraded with memories. Open the traits tab. This daughter has earned a new trait, reflecting that she has experienced what she has experienced. Traits cannot be removed or changed, even in death. Gotcha. Can I see what I can unlock? Each time you unlock a new skill, you have a choice between 2 different abilities. Blacksmith's Grace. Self. Increases armor by 180 for 40. And move up with 15 initiative. And move up 15 initiative units on the timeline for each incoming attack. So the more often she gets attacked while this armor is up, the sooner she can attack again. Okay, or take action again. Shield Bash. Deal 275 to an enemy, 5 tiles. Enemies are pushed back into an object that will take up to 120 damage. So it knocks enemies back for 5 tiles, and if it knocks them into an object, they will take 120 damage. Let's quickly have a look, see at the example there. I'm taking the top one, by the way. Yeah, that seems pretty cool, but we're taking that. Memories available. Don't know what that means, but okay. And then stats, traits. Alright, I don't know what that means, but cool story. Felicity, what is your new skill? Shadow Round. Deal up to 249 damage to an enemy in range, taking damage from an ally. Wrathful Rain. Deal up to 349 AoE damage, then move to an empty tile. And it's instant. I'm going for that. That sounds really useful just to get her in and out of trouble. Lightning Strike. Dash 5 tiles to deal 398 damage. That is what I wanted. React to an enemy finishing movements in melee range and deal up to... Okay, so that is like the awareness thing you get in Divinity. When an enemy moves past you, and you'll like stab them in the back. This sounds really, really good, but I think Lightning Strike, to close that gap, sounds a bit better. Then you can regenerate their hit points. So if I go to you, and I hit G, the only way to heal a daughter is to sacrifice another daughter of an equal or higher level. The surviving daughter will be healed and receive a fragment of the sacrificed daughter's soul, gaining some of its power. The sacrificed daughter will be laid to rest in the cemetery. Yeah, we ain't doing that. But interesting. And then here you can resurrect some of your daughters. When a daughter dies, they're laid to rest in the cemetery. You can resurrect a daughter using resurrection tokens. Any memories of the daughter as equipped will be lost on death. Resurrection tokens are rewarded with successfully completing rescue missions when attacking certain remembrances. Okay.
Give life to our daughters.
Codex. Okay, here's a lore dump for anyone who wants a lore dump. I'll probably do it like Curse the Dead Gods, where every now and then I'll just stop by and read whatever. There's a lot of enemies. That's good. Remembrances. Remembrances give you access to bonuses that last through the whole recollection. A remembrance remains unlocked once it is unlocked, even if you start a new recollection. Unlocking a remembrance doesn't activate it automatically. You must use shards to activate it. You can earn shards every time you complete a mission, but your pool of shards is limited to those you had at the start of the recollection. Once you start a new recollection, you get access to all your own shards. So, challenges. This recollection is already unlocked. Torn from its socket, this eyeball stares infinitely into nothingness. Surrounding the pupil is a golden halo that oozes blood from its myriad of gashes. Start a run with 2 memories. Okay.
Give life to our daughters.
If I hit back, we go back to this menu. Memories are obtained when killing certain enemies. There are upgrades that you can assign to your daughter's skills, adding various effects. Anything from increasing damage or defense to impacting the timeline. Additionally, every memory unlocks a new part of the codex in memories selection. In the memory section. Too much reading for my brain right now. Oh, what else is still in the inner void? Oh. More codex things? What did I miss? Oh, no, don't tell me I have to click on them. Memories? Recalling memories by slaying enemies will unlock a chapter in Mother's history. Visitor. Age of Shattering. What sort of people do you take us for? You are a stranger to us, and yet you have the damn nerve to think that we would give you our daughter? Get out of my sight, get off my property. Never show your face around me ever again, or I might very well do something that I regret. My father's anger did not unnerve our guest. He simply thanked my parents for their hospitality and bid them farewell. I just said farewell. But what did the letter say exactly? Curiosity had gotten the better of me, and I broke the silence hanging over the trek through the woods. My master did not answer, casting a glance skyward to ensure we were still on the right path according to the stars. It's not often our mission comes with a messenger, I continued as I'd been ignored before. But now I earned myself a glare that made me feel like a child all over again. My master turned halfway, the wind tussling her grey hair. A blade does not question the hand that wields it, it merely acts. Please tell me there's not another one. Well guys, we hit 29 minutes in this one. I will probably end up going through all of these things as we play through the game. So if you are more interested in the lore, we will have a dip into that. We have read that. Are you sure you want to end your recollection and start anew? You will start from day 1, era 1 with all of your shards. Okay, so that is like the refresh, essentially. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did find the video interesting, or the game interesting, hit a like button. Let me know what you think about it. And I'm definitely going to come back to this. I'll just title this as episode 1 miniseries, blah blah blah, like I did with Beyond Abyss, which has turned into quite a mega series. In any case, thank you so much for watching. Hit sub if you want to see more of my content, and I'll catch all of you in the next episode.